What's up everyone, it's Russ. I hope everyone is doing well. So I didn't really want to make this video, but here I am. I've been sent the Kenny KO. I gained 20 pounds of muscle in 1 week, over 50 times on Instagram. People are asking me what I think of it. People are asking about my experience. So I've been releasing the vlogs. The reason why I stopped releasing them is because after day whatever vlog I posted, I started getting much more lethargic and gave, the videographers the job of shooting me and providing the YouTube content for you guys. So I'm waiting on them to send me the rest of the videos, and then I will release the full week, each individual day vlog, and then I will compile them into one transformation video with legit before and after pictures and the DEXA scan pictures. And then you can judge for yourself how much muscle mass I gained, how much water I gained. I didn't make any claims. People are trying to put words in my mouth. I didn't say anything. It's an experiment. I didn't really know what was going to happen. I was pretty skeptical. I didn't really think you could gain that much muscle in a week. It makes no sense. But I wanted to go into kind of the details that Kenny kind of missed on, and just some disclaimers about the experiment. So first off, the first DEXA scan was after 3 days of no eating, only water. So I was super depleted. I was starving myself for 2 days to come in super depleted and have my androgen receptors be super receptive to this cycle, and to have my body in general be craving calories as much as possible to kind of reverse out of that and try and gain the most muscle possible, kind of create the anabolic environment was what we were going for. But that first DEXA scan really isn't accurate because you're super depleted. I was walking around the first day 204 pounds because I haven't ate anything all day. If I would have been eating normally, I probably would have been around 218, 219 was what I was cruising at before I started my fast and decided to do the week transformation. That's the first thing. So I have DEXA scans too. So I start at 204 pounds, and then by day 8 I was 236 pounds. The DEXA scan said I gained 24 pounds of muscle. Do I believe that? No. Why do I not believe that? Because the DEXA scan can't compensate for water and glycogen in the muscle. My muscles were super full from the insulin protocol, that they're super physiologically full, and it's definitely a lot of water and glycogen. But how much lean muscle did I gain? You guys will have to subscribe and wait for me to do the official after pictures and the after weigh-in, because I want to show the body fat I'm at. I'm pulling the water off right now. If you guys see me on the RX muscle, you'll see how disgustingly bloated and how I look super old in my face from the extreme water retention of the cycle. But as you can see, my face is coming back to normal. I dropped about 10 pounds already, and I probably have about 4 or 5 more pounds, and then I will sit there and do the after picture. So yeah, it's been a battle the last week just pulling the water off. I've been in the sauna for a long time, and then using a lot of dandelion leaf and tons of cardio to sweat out all this sub-Q water that I had going on. But yeah, that's my thoughts. As far as the protocol goes, first off, I want to say that people think my cycles are massive. I'm just honest about my cycles. When you start comparing my cycles to actual NPC competitors and IFBB pros, they're tiny. My cycles aren't, anything. I barely even go over a gram of gear a week, and people are making me out like I juice my brains out all the time, when most of the time I'm just cruising, and I'll add in something for experiment to see what it does, or every once in a while I'll hit a blast for 6 weeks. So yeah, this was the biggest cycle I've ever done, and probably ever will do. I wouldn't agree to do this protocol for more than a week It was only a week, which is why I agreed to it. I would not do the 30 pounds of muscle in 30 days or whatever they're trying to do. You know, by day 4, I was tapping out. I was so lethargic, the water retention, the edema was already, you know, significant enough to where prescription diuretics needed to come into play to take the water off. So it was getting pretty serious. But that's what people are looking for. People are looking for the most extreme change, and I think the point of the documentary is not to be like, oh, you can gain this much muscle this fast. To me, in my opinion, you know, the point of the documentary was to unveil the curtain on what's going on in this competitive bodybuilding. Like, what is actually creating these physiques and how extreme is it getting? And I feel like that's where the documentary really hits the nail on the head, you know. This is the extreme level bodybuilding has got to, is this little week mega cycle we did. That is what some IFBB Pro competitors are doing year round. And probably more. You know, the dosages on the mega cycle, yeah, they were massive. But after looking at some other competitors' cycles and other things that Trevor's written, kind of scratching the surface on the upper level of bodybuilding, you know, what's going on as far as cycle-wise. And that's what people want to see. People want to see the cycles. People want to see what is actually going on. You know, I don't think people should be attacking Tony or EA or Kenny about, you know, being honest and upfront about this experiment. But I can understand because of the claims being made. So I never made any claims. I just, you know, I'm gonna document it like I always do, and you're gonna see the before and after, and you can make your own decisions on exactly how much muscle I gained. You know, personally, it was a good learning experience. I got to have, you know, insulin, HGH in a controlled environment and experience that. Personally, not really interested and ever going with that. You know, HGH has a lot of side effects. I made a giant video discussing all the side effects of HGH. And, you know, MK677 puts me right on the little upper level of natural GH pulsing. Personally like that, especially at the age I'm at. So, but it was still a learning experience, and it's what's going on. This is what's going on to create these monstrous physiques. And I think that's what people got to take away, is the extreme transparency of the documentary. And I'm really excited for you guys to see it. I think it's going to open up a lot of eyes into the PED world for not only improving quality of life in a lot of people, but also showing the extremeness that the drug abuse has gotten to in bodybuilding, because there are basically no rules in bodybuilding. So you get to see the most extreme, raw things happening to achieve these physiques that most people keep behind closed doors. But with this documentary, you will see it all revealed. But did I personally think I gained 24 pounds in a week of muscle? If you lay 24 pounds of muscle out on a table, you know, have you ever been in a health class where they show the fat and the muscle? If you laid out 24 fucking pounds in a week, it doesn't make any sense to me. Did I gain a significant amount of actual lean tissue to a point where it was kind of crazy the amount of tissue I gained in a week? And hopefully will retain. We'll see as I continue dropping the weight. Yeah, it was definitely significant, but it wasn't that big ass glamorous number. What do I think about Tony's? So Tony and Akash are doing 30 days, 30 pounds of muscle or mass in 30 days. And I think their transformations are a lot crazier, because a lot of people are saying it's all water. I can say from just being around them that it's not all water. They put on a ton of tissue. And Tony's pulling the water off. Like, he was feathering everywhere at a much higher body weight than he normally sits at. So the whole point of the cycle is to hit all the categories of the anabolic matrix. So there's tons of different pathways to build muscle besides just steroids or androgens. There's HGH, myostatin, local growth factors, insulin. All the boxes were checked for the 30-day cycle and the week cycle. So every single pathway was being utilized to gain muscle. And that's what, you know, Tony and Trevor were highlighting was that people don't understand all the pathways. People just want to blast steroids, where what's really going on to create these physiques is they're going through all the different pathways and using some sort of PED to increase the results. So that is my opinion. You can take it or leave it for what it is. I'm pretty honest, dude, but you could think I'm bullshitting anyways. If you guys are new here, feel free to subscribe. I'm going to be releasing the rest of the daily vlogs, like I said, of the week transformation. And then I'm going to be doing the full compiled transformation video with before and after pictures. And you can judge it for yourself. And then I'm going to go back to vlogging, you know, what I'm maintaining on my cruise now. And I'm going to be doing more topic videos as well as the acne videos. A lot of people have been asking for that. So hope everyone is well, and I will see you in my next video.